You like stats, but find it hard to record stats. Do you like position data, but based on the tournament, we don't have a large enough sample size, and it's all bogus? Well, we actually do have a solution. So stick around for this video and find out. So actually in TTS, right, if you create let's say we create a game and we create one based on the popular mod by Murphy that's run by Asmodeus now, actually there's a way to record stats. And these stats, right, will appear if you select this tournament setting. So this tournament setting, actually, you can let it set up to go to Immortal as well, and then you can set it up. So actually, this is based on some modding that was done previously by Gremlin, Pitch, and Comrade Chat. So they built a system which people could submit their results. So let me show you how it works. So once everyone picks their color or picks their leader, let me just quickly do this. Right, this pop-up will appear. So then you can enter it as a tournament game, and we are currently using it for the tournament. However, you don't really need to always use it for the tournament. You could always just enter some bogus text like just put in a number. It doesn't really matter. Okay, and there's an error popping because there's no players in this game. But if the players are here, the leaders will show, right? And once you have 12 points, so let me close this, just get to 12 points. Alright, yeah, there'll be a submit button. I'm not sure why there's no submit button here, but if you have a group of 4 players, you can actually submit this game. So if you submit this game, right, actually it goes to a database that is still currently up and running. And it has a lot of good stats that's recorded. There's stats like what leader is being picked, how much spice everyone has, who's in what position. And these are actually stats that we all can use, and I can use to build a better infographic. I think this will be quite useful to the community. So there's a way of recording the data. There's someone willing to analyze the data. So what help do I need? I need help from people to just submit their games. Previously it's a rank. So previously people use it for rank, right? So there's some back-end elo calculations, and that's actually something I can do as well, but I don't think everyone is comfortable with it being like it being ranked. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm not gonna split it out whether it's ranked or not ranked, right? But I encourage people to just submit your data, right? And in due process, right, when we have enough data, we would first generate stats for it. Okay, so step 1, we will generate stats for it. Okay, we'll see what leaders are good in what position, whether these hypotheses of Tesla being good in 3rd position, Lethal being good in 4th position, whether they hold up under a large data size. Okay, and this is only possible if people submit their games. So I think I reach out to quite a large number of community members. So yeah, let's just submit our games. Okay, so that's step 1, and we'll have data for it. Step 2 of all this is that finding out who's the best player, having an elo system. So how I'm suggesting to do this, right? So it's still up for discussion, and please write in the comments, and then we can see how we want to move this along amicably. Is that you can all of the names, right, will be blanked out when the data is published, when it goes public. So let's say we have everyone is sorted out into some sort of elo, but if your name is not in this list of I want to participate in this elo system or this rank system, right? Your name will just be like will be masked. So it'll be like user 100, right? User 100 has a elo of, let's say, 1223, right? Something like that. So but if you do express that, hey, I want my data to be visible, right? You can make a formal application. Then we can unhide your name. We'll unhide your name, and then we'll show what your name is and what your elo is, if you want to see it, right? Then also with that, I think we will then also be able to provide you your data. So this is probably step 3, like personalized data. So I will see if I can build something to like kind of push you your own personalized data on like what is your own win rate, what leaders are you performing well in, or what positions do you do well in. I think that's something that we can do moving forward. And I think I mean, so if you want this data and then you express interest in it, then we can kind of do it. So the kicker to all of this is that I don't know how to do it. I dabble in a lot of small things, but at this point in time, I don't know how to build a website. Never built a website, never built a rank system. But you know, I think I could learn it. So I'm planning to go and learn how to do it, right? So I read out on some papers already. I think the elo system should be fairly easy to implement. How to create a website, you know, and how to push this data from whatever data source I have to something live, and how to get it to update live. I think it's something that I need to figure out how to do. And yeah, I will figure out how to do it, and it's something that it will be in the pipeline. But first thing I need everyone to do is to just submit your games. Okay, you submit your games, and yeah, once we have enough of a data set, and I think the data set we'll use is from the time this video goes live, right? Once we have enough data set, then we'll do all the other steps. We'll start to publish stats about it. We'll start to have a elo ladder board, and then after that we'll have personalized stats. These are all things in the work, and no promises, and also it depends on workload, and I guess based on who wants to help out in these projects. So yeah, so as Seven Spirit said in the previous video, you know, if you have 11 games of Tessia and you have one game where Tessia wins, you know, that data is not very useful because you don't have a large enough sample size, and as the sample size gets larger, the data is more accurate. So we are just using whatever data we have now, and hopefully this will continue to improve. So once again, I press Gremlin, or yeah, for all the help he's helping me. I wanted to mod the worm myself, but after talking to him, I think he's quite alright with it. We just use the thing, and I think based on how it is now, I don't think it will conflict with the tournament. And I hope you're excited about this. I think there are a lot of people in the community who like to have some sort of rank system, and I think some of you have reservations of what kind of can of worms it opens. But once again, we are just submitting it for the stats, you know, and if you want yourself to participate in this elo system down the line, we would find a way to implement it, right, based on opt-in system, right? And yeah, I plan on working on this and managing it in the future. So if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or fears with regards to this system moving forward, do write in the comments. We'll try to address it together as a community. And I'm quite excited about this. I like stats, and they make good videos. So I like good videos. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Do hope you support it, and see you around.